Calcutta, 19th century. A place and a time to which nearly all the main economic, cultural and political features of modern India could be traced. An era of colonial exploitation, the birth of the English-educated middle class, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Henry Vivian de Rosio, pioneers and torchbearers of the new humanistic ideal. Bengal witnessed the formation of a prose language. (1857), the agitation in the Bengal army. Subsequently, this became an all-people's war against the English colonizers. In 1858, India was taken under British rule from the East India Company. During the 18th century, India was struck with famine many times. Famine which carried away more than millions of people. In 1905, the Britishers partitioned Bengal. A massive anti-partition movement took place. Indians dedicated themselves to the cause of freedom, with Vande Mataram on their lips. The magic chant electrified the nation. Its creator was Bankimchandra Chatterjee. Bankimchandra was born in Kathalpara, some 50 kilometers away from Calcutta, on the 26th of June, 1838. He was the third child of Jadav Chandra Chattopadhyay and Durga Sundari Devi. Bankimchandra spent his early childhood in Kathalpara. When his father was posted as deputy collector in Medinipur, Bankim was admitted to the English high school there. In 1849, Bankim was admitted in the school section of the Hooghly College. He was a meritorious student. He won scholarships every year. Bankim joined the Presidency College in Calcutta in 1857. He graduated as a Bachelor of Arts in 1858. He was one of the first two graduates of the newly established University of Calcutta. Soon after, he was appointed Deputy Magistrate and Collector in Joshore, now in Bangladesh. His service career spans more than 30 years. During this period, he was transferred to as many as 20 places. Bankim's first wife died at an early age. And in 1860, he married Rajlakshmi Devi. Rajlakshmi's influence and cooperation was an asset to Bankimchandra. In 1891, he retired prematurely from service. He proved to be a very conscientious officer. In 1892, he was conferred the title of Rai Bahadur and later made Commander of the Indian Empire, CIE. At a very young age, Bankimchandra started writing poems, which were published in the then famous Sangbad Prabhakar, edited by the poet and journalist Ishwar Chandra Gupta, his mentor. Bankim's first book was published in 1856, a small volume of poems. Bankimchandra started writing fiction in English, Raj Mohan's Wife. It was left incomplete. He realized he could be a more effective writer in his mother tongue, Bengali. Bankimchandra's first novel, Durgesh Nandini, The Chieftain's Daughter, was published in 1865. At that time, he was posted in Baraipur, some 18 kilometers south of Calcutta. The novel was dedicated to his eldest brother, Shamacharan. With Kopal Kundala, his second novel, Bankim became a household name in Bengal. Bankim innovated a unique Bengali prose style to reveal the haunting charm of the coastline of southern Bengal. Mrinalini was his third novel. He dedicated this book to Dinabandhu Mitra, the writer of the famous play Neel Darpan. Under the pseudonym Ramchandra, Bankim wrote 4 English essays from 1869 to 1891. Bankimchandra emerged as a versatile journalist and editor with the famous journal Bongo Darshan. The monthly was a literary journal of high standard, the first of its kind in any Indian language. His thoughtful articles cover a wide range: history, science, sociology, and literature. One of the main attractions was the serialization of his novels: Bish Brikho, The Poison Tree, Jugalanguriya, Chandrasekhar, Rajani, Krishnakanter Will, and others. Bankim left the editorship of Bongo Darshan in 1874. The journal reappeared the following year under the editorship of his elder brother Sanjeev Chandra Chattopadhyay. Sanjeev Chandra became famous as a writer of Bengali prose. Bankim's Raj Singho, Anandamot, Devi Chaudhurani came out in this period. The versatility of Bankim was revealed in the comic genius of his humorous satirical treatises, Muchiram Gurer Jiban Charit and Kamalakanto. Sitaram was his last novel. In the last phase of his life, Bankim wrote Krishna Charitra, a serious philosophical discourse. This led to controversy.
Bankim didn't support widow remarriage, but my admiration for Bankim as a great writer always remains there, because his use of language, his technique, and his handling the characters. As a writer, I admire him. As a thinker, I do not admire him that much.
Bankim was criticized for harboring communal tendencies. Even when Bankim's fiction substituted the characters of oppressive British rulers with those of Mohammedan monarchs, people could appreciate the way he attempted to dupe his English masters. The Emerald Bowers. the first meeting place of young Rabindranath and Bankimchandra. Rabindranath had nothing but praise for the outstanding pioneering role of his senior. And Bankim also had no hesitation in welcoming the rising luminary on the literary horizon. The song Vande Mataram, written in a language which is a mixture of Sanskrit and Bengali, a unique treasure of Indian culture. The song was composed between 1875 and 1876 when he was in Tuturo, in this house. The song was later published in his novel Anandamot in 1882. Bankimchandra claimed that the novel was based on the Sonnashi Phokir revolt and the Bengal famine of the 18th century. Historians think that the life of Vasudev Balwant Pharke, the revolutionary freedom fighter of Maharashtra, was the main inspiration behind Anandamot. In 1896, Rabindranath gave music to lyrics of Vande Mataram and sang it himself at the Congress session. Public singing and slogan shouting of Vande Mataram was banned by the British Raj. Yet, at the Varanasi Congress session, Rabindranath's niece, Sarala Devi, sang the song on public demand. Police did not dare interfere. Vande Mataram became the battle cry of resurgent India. One of the prime leaders of the anti-partition movement, Sri Aurobindo, lauded Bankim as rishi or sage in his journal Vande Mataram. All the works of Bankimchandra are available in the principal languages of India, as well as in many foreign languages. He was the forerunner of all the eminent Indian novelists.
Indigenized the novel form. Although he must have got something from the West, particularly from Walter Scott, he went beyond Walter Scott, and he is much more important for us than Walter Scott for the British. And even today he is relevant because some of the themes that he writes about are still relevant for us.
Bankim's novels proved to be immensely popular in the theatre and in Jatra, Bengal's folk form. Girish Chandra Ghosh, the great director-actor of the Bengali theatre, started dramatizing Bankim's novels.
তবে আমার উত্তর এই যে এই বন্দি আমার প্রাণেশ্বর। শোনো ওসমান, আবার বলি, এই বন্দি আমার প্রাণেশ্বর।
Almost all novels of Bankimchandra have been made into films. The film Kopal Kundala was a popular success.
যদি না পারো কিসের তোমাদের ধর্মের ভান? মানুষকে আপন করতে জানো না, তাকে শুধু দূরে ঠেলে ছড়িয়ে দিতে পারো। বসুন।
সব কি?
এই সামান্য কিছু ফল,
না,
জল নয়, দুধ। দুধ খেলে তোমার দাঁত যাবে না।
না।
This is the house in Calcutta where Rishi Bankimchandra breathed his last on the 8th of April, 1894. A place of pilgrimage, today utterly neglected and in ruins. You have fulfilled this prayer, O Bankim. The boon that time has entrusted to your hands is not lifeless or inert. The stream of new literature bursting forth at your magic touch wakes with its ceaseless flow new life here in the mind of Bengal. Impelled forward by ever new expectation, it races towards a future rich in rewards. This is your surging, echoing message today, Bankim. This is the stream on which your name and achievements ride. And so, sure of your survival, I join the muse of Bengal in singing your praise.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujala Sufala Malayaj Sheetala Sujala Sufala Malayaj Sheetala Shatya Shyamala Mataram